The United States was built on ideals of freedom, transparency, and democracy. Yet from its very beginning, power was exercised behind closed doors. And where secrecy exists, suspicion follows. Throughout American history, certain events have left unanswered questions, missing documents, and contradictions so profound that official explanations have never fully satisfied the public. This is not a story about paranoia. It is a story about doubt, because conspiracies do not survive on lies alone. They survive on silence. One of the most infamous and enduring conspiracies in American history begins on November 22, 1963, in Dallas, Texas. President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in broad daylight. Within hours, the government identified Lee Harvey Oswald as the lone gunman. 2 days later, Oswald himself was shot dead on live television. The case was closed almost as quickly as it began. But the questions never stopped. Eyewitness accounts conflicted. Ballistics seemed impossible. The so-called magic bullet theory required a single projectile to change direction multiple times, defying physics. The Warren Commission concluded that Oswald acted alone, yet decades later, thousands of documents remained classified. Trust collapsed. If the truth was simple, why was it hidden? The assassination of Kennedy became the moment when millions of Americans realized something unsettling. The government might not always tell the truth. Years later, another revelation shattered public confidence even further. During the Cold War, the United States feared communism above all else. In that fear, ethical boundaries dissolved. This led to MKUltra, a covert program run by the Central Intelligence Agency. Under its authority, unwitting citizens were subjected to psychological experiments, drugged with LSD, hypnotized, and mentally broken, all in the name of national security. For years, MKUltra was dismissed as a conspiracy theory, until documents surfaced. Congressional hearings confirmed its existence. Records revealed that the government experimented on its own people without consent. The question then became unavoidable. If this was real, what else was? Suspicion deepened during the Vietnam War. In 1964, the U.S. government claimed that North Vietnamese forces attacked American ships in what became known as the Gulf of Tonkin incident. This event justified full military escalation. Years later, declassified documents revealed that the incident was either exaggerated or never happened at all. Thousands died based on a lie. Then came Watergate. What began as a simple break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters unraveled into a massive cover-up that reached the White House itself. President Richard Nixon resigned before impeachment. The lesson was devastating. Corruption was not hypothetical. It was real, recorded, and undeniable. But Watergate did not end conspiracies. It legitimized them. As the Cold War intensified, rumors of secret military technology spread. In the Nevada desert, a classified facility known as Area 51 became the center of speculation. Officially, it did not exist for decades. Unofficially, it fueled claims of recovered alien spacecraft, reverse-engineered technology, and extraterrestrial contact. The U.S. government eventually admitted Area 51 was real, but denied alien involvement. Yet secrecy, once broken, cannot be restored. When trust is lost, denial sounds like confirmation. On September 11, 2001, the United States experienced the deadliest terrorist attack in its history. Nearly 3,000 people were killed. The official explanation pointed to Al-Qaeda and systemic intelligence failures. But almost immediately, alternative narratives emerged. Questions about the collapse of World Trade Center Building 7, insider trading, ignored warnings, and intelligence lapses led many to suspect that the full truth was never disclosed. Whether these theories are valid or not is less important than why they exist. Trauma breeds doubt, and unanswered questions multiply it. Even the moon landing has not escaped suspicion. In 1969, the U.S. claimed victory in the space race when NASA announced that humans had walked on the moon. Yet, conspiracy theories claimed the landing was staged to defeat the Soviet Union. Lighting inconsistencies, missing stars, and classified footage fueled decades of disbelief. The irony is that the moon landing was one of the most documented achievements in human history, yet mistrust proved stronger than evidence. In recent decades, attention has turned toward mass surveillance. Former intelligence contractor Edward Snowden revealed that the U.S. government was collecting data on millions of citizens, both domestic and foreign. Phone calls, emails, online activity, nothing was truly private. Once again, what had been labeled conspiracy was confirmed as fact. And once again, the public asked the same question: how much more remains hidden? Conspiracies thrive not because people reject reality, but because reality has repeatedly betrayed trust. From assassinations to secret experiments, from illegal wars to mass surveillance, the pattern is clear. Power prefers darkness, and darkness invites speculation. Not every conspiracy is true, but enough of them were. The true conspiracy may not be that secrets exist. It may be that people are surprised when they are revealed. And in a nation built on freedom, the most dangerous question is not what if the government is hiding something. It is what if it always has?